Okay, anybody here who doesn't like history? So don't we talk about what happened yesterday, or don't we talk about what happened like 5-6 years back? Like, I was young, I used to play this, I used to eat that. So all that is history, right? So how can you say I don't like history? Right? Okay, so coming to the point, let's not see this as a typical history class. So here we'll be seeing how interior designing evolution happened. Okay, like how the evolution came from ancient civilization and what are the trends that we follow right now. So you will see the drastic change that has happened, and it will happen even after 20 years. If you see what we are practicing now, what we are doing now is all going to be like a history. Okay, so this is not a typical history class. This is going to be interesting, and let's make this interesting. So I'll be asking you few quiz. I mean, we will have few quiz in between. Make sure you answer them, and it's like people who said they don't like history. Let's try and make it interesting. Okay, so these are the trends that we do follow right now. Out of these, I mean, we'll be covering all of them, but some are like very popular. You might, once you see the picture, you might recognize them. Okay, without waiting, let's start. So yes, so this is how the evolution happened. I hope you all know about Stone Age. Anyone who knows, have you heard about Stone Age? So Stone Age was a time when people were living in caves and people were hunting for food. So there was no proper documentation of what exactly happened. Okay, so there is documentation started only during the Neolithical style, only when this style came. And one thing I want you to understand, so say my ancient Egyptian style is starting from here, and then after 100 years, so my ancient Egyptian style is starting from here. Okay, after some time, my Greek style is happening from here. So here you should understand that this civilization is not ending here. Right? So it is a continuous process. It's still growing. But what they were doing then, they were not doing it on the later stages. So that's called evolution, right? So this you have to understand. Things have been evolving. So similar way, Neolithic style is an evolution of Stone Age, where people started to do farming. They started doing agriculture. So according to the job people did, or according to the place, people stayed, their buildings and their interiors differ. Okay. And all of us know that the civilization started where there are, these freshwater sources. Right. So that's where your Egyptian style started. You had the Nile River, and you had Mediterranean Sea. Okay, and then from Egypt through Mediterranean Sea, Egyptian style was an inspiration to Greek style, and then Greek was an inspiration to Roman style, and Roman was an inspiration to a Byzantine style. So all these are ancient civilization. All these come under ancient civilization. Okay, and you will have to understand that when there is an uptrend, like when uptrend is something, when something is developing so well, there is also going to be a downfall. So that's what happened during Dark Ages. Okay, and then after Dark Ages, things got back to normalcy. Things started developing as usual. So there came medieval style. So medieval was divided into two phases. One was Romanesque, that was inspired by Roman style, and another was Greek style. Okay, so these might be vague now, but when I explain you in details with the pictures, it will be helpful for you to understand in a better way. So these Rococo and Baroque. So these are very peppy style where you could see lot of colors coming up, lot of paints, different painting techniques, different new evolutions happening. Okay, and then you have your neoclassicism and your Victorian style. Okay, and after Victorian style we have this Industrial Revolution. I hope you guys are familiar with that. Okay, so any doubts till now? Okay, starting with Egypt. So here if you see, in this chart, if you see the interiors that we are talking about now, the interior styles that I'm going to talk to you about now is all related to interiors that were done in the palace or fort or where royal people lived. So for a normal man, it took lot of time to do interiors, or to reach interiors to a normal person, it took a very long time. Okay, so on that note, this ancient Egyptian style, if you see, they were basically vibrant colors. Okay, you can see lot of red, blues and gold. So you could see their furnitures that were in golden color. They had these wooden terracotta pots or terracotta materials were frequently used, and they built their houses with sun-dried bricks. Okay, and they also embedded precious stones in their furnitures. So this, if you see, it's like a bed, it's like a cot. Okay, and you can see that they have provided a separate place like pillow for them to keep their heads. You can see this, right? And this is something that you can see in Egypt. So okay, so they had the communication was basically through, they depicted through pictures. That was how communication happened. Okay, and lighting was given very importance in Egyptian style.